I'd love for you to share with the audience uh, how you came to even be considering the energetic fields and what they mean, what they may be.
Right. Well, I never really put a lot of thought behind it until I got older in my age and witnessed a bunch of things and seen a bunch of things. And I started to learn about biomedical engineering and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Two totally different subjects, but I'm a
You
nerd
think?
to learn. I love to learn things. And the first thing I learned was the first rule of thermodynamics is heat is energy and energy cannot be destroyed. And from that point on, it always stuck in the back of my head. And I would watch these ghost hunter shows and stuff, and everybody talks about, oh, the heat, no, the energy. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, you know what? There's times I've been out and I've had the cold fronts or the EMF readers go off and things like that. So I started putting two to two together, and then speaking with you as well as with other people, I put two and two and came up with four instead of two and two equals three. And finally started to realize that whatever is next, and I mean no disrespect by that, but whatever is next, there are frequencies and energies that are generated, and that's what I believe is what's coming next. And there are some pictures, I think you and I spoke about it last time. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was taking pictures of people and their auras and everything around it. And it to discount that an entity is not there and is not a piece of energy or some sort of electrical force, it's, if you want to look at it from a scientific standpoint, which I did, it's justified 100%. Visual, audio, by sensory, it's there. If you want to go religious or biblical, it's there as well. So, what happens after we go? Heat is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. And I believe that our souls or whatever's coming next is all part of that. And I'm babbling on like I normally do, Miss Nancy, so please step in and shut me up. And go.
Do you know why I love him? Instantly, it was like, oh my God, I'll adopt him.
That must have been what the legal papers in the mail were all about, right?
Yep. So, going back to the person and the aura photography, Dr. Kirlian in Russia, Kirlian, was mentioned in a book in 1970s called Psychic Discoveries Behind the Iron Curtain.
Right.
And it was Sheila Ostranda and Lynn Schroeder and Sheila Ostranda who wrote the book, authored it, had been to Russia. They had been behind the Iron Curtain. They went to Bulgaria, everywhere. They brought back all kinds of things that they knew. And Kirlian photography was then used in the Northwest Territory in the United States on trees.
Right.
And they lost 30% less trees by looking at the heat index, I would say, around the trees too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And as a result, they treated the trees that showed inflammation, which we now know does occur.
Right.
You can see the knobs on certain trees, and that's usually the toxic chemicals in the ground coming up. So trees have their own diseases and their well-being.